Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for joining me on this day after Christmas. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. I know I did. Tons of presents, tons of food, family was there. Everybody had a great time. Anyway, I hope y'all did as well. Anyway, today we have the Casio Vintage Tiffany. I know I'm a little late to the game reviewing this. This has been out for, about a year now, but nobody has been able to get one of these things because every time Casio drops another batch, they sell out. They are currently on Casio's website for sale for $74.95. That might change any day now because I know people love to snap these things up. And I think Casio bumped the price up about $50. I thought these were like, or maybe $10. I thought these were like $64 at one point. Anyway, this is model number MTP1302D-2A2VT. Let's check it out. Guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel. If you like any of the other watches I have reviewed on my channel, I definitely appreciate it when you do that. Y'all know I get just a tiny little commission. Anybody that deals with Amazon knows y'all get a tiny little commission. But anyway, whenever you do that, I definitely do appreciate it. So this is Casio's vintage packaging. I've never seen one of these before. I've never seen the vintage packaging before. So you got vintage right there, and kind of like a computer font. Kind of supposed to remind you of like the 80s or something like that. Here's the back with the model number, nothing on the bottom. And you pull this out, and this part is made of tin. This part is made of paper. Let me get all this stuff out of the way here. Open it up. There's your first look at the watch. You get some paperwork underneath, like a warranty card and a manual. I'm not going to show you that because honestly, it's really boring. So let's pull this thing out. All right, let's put all this boring stuff out of the way. So I want everybody to tell me their best Christmas gift. What did everybody get? Did anybody get a really cool watch? Did anybody get like a Rolex or an Omega or something really, really fancy? I would love to know what everybody got for Christmas. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know. Then I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description field. This is the 38.5 millimeter. It's kind of like an ion plated brass. It's not stainless steel like 316 stainless steel. It's some sort of combination of brass and ion plating or something like that. I really don't care. Some other reviewers have said it makes it feel cheap. I don't think it feels cheap. Honestly, yeah, it does have folded links. The case isn't stainless steel. The case back is though, but it's not that big a deal to me. I mean, the watch is like, with shipping and everything, well, actually free shipping, but it was like with tax, it was like $85. I really, I don't care. Anyway, thickness is 9.2 millimeters. Lug to lug is 44.2 millimeters. It comes on a 20 millimeter, again, folded stainless steel bracelet. Again, I don't really care. This is a budget watch, guys. I mean, you're not going to get, everything you want out of a budget watch like this. This is really just for the looks. The water resistance is 50 meters, which is 165 feet. The movement is a 2784 with about a 3-year battery life. And of course, you get a mineral crystal with this. If you want to learn everything about the watch, check down in the description. I put all the specs of all my reviews of every watch I do down there in the description. So if you want to nerd out and check out everything, check down there. So this is supposed to look like an Oyster Perpetual. You've got the fluted bezel here. You got the really shiny markers. These are more embossed. They're not implied, but they're embossed and they have like a silver finishing on them. Handset, again, very similar to the Oyster Perpetual. And funnily enough, this thing lines up perfectly. Seiko, take note. The second hand hits all the indexes perfectly. You got the date over there at 3 o'clock. I mean, it looks pretty premium. From afar, it looks like a very expensive watch. And I think that's kind of the point. Casio is obviously not using premium materials like a sapphire crystal, a pure 316 stainless steel case. But I mean, it's good enough. That's probably the best way to describe this. I mean, it's a nice little watch. That Tiffany colorway is super popular right now. Actually, Casio also makes a Tiffany dialed watch, an Edifice, for about $100 more. And if you want to get that one, that gives you a sapphire crystal and water resistance to 100 meters. This is only 50 meters. So if you want to step your game up and spend a little bit more money to get sapphire and more water resistance, get that edifice over there. I think these are great little watches. I mean, Casio is one of the best watch companies in the world by far. They have so many different options at all different price points. You can spend $10,000 on a Casio, like one of those, Mr. G's, or you can spend, $100 or even less. You can spend $20 and get a decent watch that'll last you a long time. Anyway, this trend is super popular right now. I like it. For me, it's a tad small, but still wearable on my 8-inch wrist. But, it is what it is. I mean, I like it. I'm just amazed that Casio can make the second-hand hit the markers right on point, and Seiko still has problems with this. So anyway, so here's the rest of the watch. You got your buckle. It's a snap closure. You just pop it open. Of course, you get a stamped scissor clasp. I'm not expecting a milled scissor clasp at this price point. Again, folded links, so you can see the folds in there. These are folded links. Caseback, real simple. You got some laser etching telling you about the movement and yada, 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 water resistance. And this comes in a couple different colors. It comes in, I think, a black and a green, or is it blue and a green? Let me take a look here. Yeah, it also comes in a black dial and a green dial. And then again, if you want to spend a little more money, go up to the edifice. That's about $170. And again, that gives you sapphire and more water resistance. And it kind of looks like a cross between a PRX and a Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. It kind of looks like a cross between those two. But anyway, so again, I know I'm a little bit late to the game with this thing, but these things have been hard, really, really hard to get. And of course, they're available now, but that might change at any moment. Let me go and try this thing on. I think it fits perfectly. Oh my gosh, it feels great. And it's not pulling hairs. I mean, I'm not like Robin Williams and super hairy, but I mean, it's not pulling my hairs. And man, it is incredibly comfortable. Wow. I mean, it's just like, I'm not a big Oyster Perpetual guy, but I like this thing. I don't know why I like it. Maybe it's just the color of the dial, but I like it. I mean, it's affordable. It's Casio. It'll last you forever. Just change out the battery. The watch will last a long time. It does not have any lume other than, I believe, the hour and minute hand. Let me go and kill the studio light here and my monitors. I think it just has the hour and minute hand that are lumed. If I remember correctly. Where's my little UV light? Here we go. Yep. So there you go. Just the hour and minute hand, as you can tell right there. In fact, let me change the time so you can get a better... There we go. So there you go. Let me zap it one more time. It's actually, man, it's not bad lume. It's Casio's proprietary lume. It's not bad. It's actually pretty bright. Wow. Man, I'm kind of surprised. And it's wow. I did not expect the lume to be lasting this long. Anyway, all right, so there you go. There's the lume. And tell me what y'all think of this thing. Have you jumped on the Tiffany dial color bandwagon? Have you bought that edifice maybe instead of buying this one? I'd love to know your all's thoughts. And then also tell me what everybody got for Christmas. I didn't get any watches. I just got some cologne and, just typical dad stuff. Socks, cologne. But, hey, it's kind of what you're supposed to get when you're a dad, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I would love a nice Rolex or something, but obviously those are very, very expensive. Speaking of Rolex, stay tuned to the channel. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, stay tuned. If you like Rolex, please stay tuned to the channel. I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this one. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it when you do it. And that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next review, which is probably going to be maybe end of the week, I'm guessing, maybe Friday, something like that. I've got a ton of watches in the pipeline, and I've got to pump these reviews out, man. I gotta get these watches done. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.